Speaking of getting packed, development in the works. St. Johns County developer wants to build 650 new homes, with 30% of those being designated as workforce housing, which is, the kind of the code word for affordable housing. Major focus of 2024, they say, is the development of more affordable housing. We've been saying this for 3 years. County officials and nonprofit organizations are collaborating to create solutions, including incentives for workforce housing and income-restricted rental properties. So basically saying to developers, hey, if you make X amount of these affordable housing, we'll give you a break on this, or we'll pay for some of this, something like that, right?
Oh, okay.
On Monday, boy, I'm good at explaining things. I
understood that now completely. No, you really were. Now I get it, because you were robbing Peter to pay Paul and some things.
On Monday, there is a crucial community meeting that is scheduled, I don't know, it's next Monday, I guess, at the Classic Car Museum at St. Augustine. Good place to have a meeting.
Martin Luther King Day?
Yeah, maybe this, I don't know. Let me see when the story is put out. Yeah, we'll see. I got the link to the story here. It could have happened yesterday.
I got the flyer somewhere here.
Great TV.
Yeah. We got it. It's in, I put it in our chat.
Okay, yeah, this came out on Monday, this story did. On Monday, a community meeting is happening. Yeah. So I don't know if they're talking about yesterday, Monday, or
upcoming.
They
Monday.
didn't put a date in there. We got a lot when they don't put dates in there.
I believe it happened yesterday.
Tammy said it was last night.
Okay, good.
Okay.
A crucial meeting happened last night at the Classic Car Museum. That would have been easier to say.
There it is.
And they were seeking community feedback on rezoning a property on Wildwood Drive for workforce housing. There's some space on Wildwood still.
Yeah.
Let's see. Aiming to assist essential workers like teachers, first responders, and hospitality employees to be able to afford local living, because everybody's just fleeing. And those groups of people are literally the backbone of our economy and our safety and our health. St. Johns County, among the fastest growing regions in Florida, as we know, faces the affordable housing crisis, with home prices soaring, an average rent exceeding $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month.
All right. In the comments, Tammy seems to know a little bit about it.
She does.
It looks like February 1st might be the real meeting. It was kind of an information meeting last night.
So you're right, Pete. Yeah, the real meeting is February 1st.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Tammy, for the clarification on that. Let's see. $2,000 a month for rent. I mean, that's when I remember when I was first looking for a house to rent. Of course, we're going back 15 years, but I remember seeing houses for rent for $2,000, and I'm like, who would pay $2,000 to rent a house? To rent a house, not even to own a house, to rent a house. That's insane. And by the way, those houses were massive. They were mansions that you could rent for $2,000.
Yeah.
I mean, mansions on Crescent Beach on the water.
Mm-hmm.
now you're looking at a one-bedroom home for $2,000 a month. I mean, seriously. It is out of control. They say efforts are underway to make housing more accessible to essential workers, including down payment assistance and reduced interest rates. However, an average home costs in the county around $500,000 still.
Yeah, still.
Let's see. Another initiative, the Villages of New Augustine, is a project by Ability Housing. They are breaking ground soon. They say it's an affordable housing complex that's going to offer about 90 units to individuals earning 60% or less of the area's median income. Approximately $50,000 for a single person household. Shannon Nasworth, CEO of Ability Housing, is emphasizing the difficulty for essential workers in finding affordable housing. Yeah. So again, we've got big plans, and some of these come to fruition, and some of them get through the city commission process or the county commission process, and it just doesn't work for everybody. So it's hard to tell how many of these will come to fruition until we really start going through more government talks and things like that.
I don't know. I think because of the Volusia Woods project and the Canopy Oaks project, I think a lot of that has opened up this possibility of, okay, there's the model, there's the template. We can bring this out to maybe I'm thinking that's the thought process here, because there's been a lot of production out by me in that area.
Yeah, and it comes down to concurrency. It comes down to availability of utilities. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it. It's not just plopping things down. I mean,
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I hope
and
there's not a
that's
bunch of crappy
That's
homes,
why
you know?
the meeting on February 1st seems to be the planning and zoning board for the county is what it looks like to me.
Yeah. So that'll be an important one for this one. That'll
But going
be kind
back
of
to
the
the
first
incentive
step.
things, do we ever get underwater with some of those incentives?
Well, yeah,
Like
of course.
overpromising and under-delivering?
The thing is, and here's what developers do, and this one's 600 buildings, so we don't get as much from what's a PUD because it's under I think the threshold's like 1,000 or 900 houses. If it's more than that, then it has to go to a DRI, development of regional impact. We get a lot more from DRIs than we do from PUDs, and the PUDs, a lot of developers will develop multiple PUDs to stay under that DRI requirement, and that kind of screws the city, or the county, or whatever community they're in. So you got to make sure these PUDs that are pretty large. This one's 600; it's fairly large, is meeting all the criteria that's required of recreation space, open space, concurrency, and all those things.
I see now.
Sometimes they let them flex on it, and they tear down more trees, and they got a tree bank fund and stuff like that. So you got to hold these PUDs pretty tight, or you can really stress a community.
Got it.
So February 1st, we'll learn more
Yep.
about this one, it seems like. All right, good. We need all the affordable housing we can get.
Yeah, just make it happen.
We really do. Let's see. Oh, Epicure. This is good.
Oh, good.
Plans to build a $2.1 million cold storage facility.
Finally here?
Yes, St. Augustine-based nonprofit Epicure is addressing the critical shortage of cold storage facilities by planning to construct its own 10,500 square foot
This is a blessing.
facility off of Inman Road in St. Johns County. This project estimated to cost about $2.1 million. Currently in the permitting phase, Ken Mulford is the co-founder and
so
managing
cool.
director of Epicure. We love Ken and Sonny.
Happy birthday, Ken.
Aims to, was it his birthday?
Yeah, just yesterday. But yeah.
Okay, happy birthday,
That's
Ken.
a great dude.
They aim to have the new facility operational by the end of the year. That'd be nice. Epicure, primarily a volunteer-run organization, pretty much all volunteers, honestly, faces the challenge of fundraising for this significant investment. The necessity for this expansion stems from the steep increase in rent. All these stories really seem to tie together today. In their current St. Augustine facility, driven by a surge in demand for cold storage in the food distribution sector. Despite reducing their leased space by half due to cost, the need for their services remains high. Now, of course, Epicure is the group that primarily works a lot with grocery stores and things like that, and picks up their extra food, their food that has not gone bad yet, but they just can't say they can't sell it on the shelves anymore.
And they turn it into like a supermarket environment. It's pretty cool. And people go in with dignity and be able to get groceries that they need. And they were using the storage in Palaca for refrigerated and taking it over here to St. Johns County because that was the only refrigerated storage they had. So this is such a blessing that they got this finally up and out. I'm so proud of them.
And not only can people go there and shop and get the things that they need, but Epicure has a team of volunteers who goes out and makes deliveries to different parts of St. Johns County as well, for people who, many people can't leave their homes, and can't afford to pay $30 extra for Instacart to bring them stuff from the store,
right,
or whatever it might be. So
I love Epicure.
Pulling for Epicure for sure. Yeah, they're just great people with big hearts.
They also partner with other organizations like Pie in the Sky. They help with the senior citizens getting produce. I mean, there's so much that goes into Epicure. Such a cool moment.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, for sure.